Welcome to How to Brothel, a Go Woo Yourself miniseries. This episode is all about what a girlfriend experience, or GFE, actually is at the magical oasis that is Sheri's Ranch. I'm your host and writer of these posts, Luna Robbie, and my goal always is for us to learn how to connect with other humans in satisfying ways, to spread ripples of love, and to share our individual wisdom and woosdom so that we may co-create a sexier, more loving world together. If you would like to read the written version without my personal commentary, you can find all of these posts on my website, lunarobbie.com/FAQ, and that is also where you can ask me any questions I haven't covered yet. I have a few dozen topics currently planned for this series, and all of them are inspired and prioritized by the most common queries I get from friends, lovers, and other curious humans. So let's dive in. At the opposite end of the spectrum from the 7 Minutes in Heaven bucket list quickie is the gold standard of intimate connection sessions, the girlfriend experience. A term popularized by Steven Soderbergh's 2009 film and a 2016 TV series of the same name, girlfriend experience, commonly shortened to GFE, reminds me of the word organic. It can be more nourishing for both body and mind, but it's not exactly uniformly regulated around the world. This discussion focuses on what a GFE can be within the context of legal brothels in Nevada with licensed card-carrying courtesans, sex workers. So to be clear, GFE is not defined by use of condoms or dental dams. In fact, I know many people in committed partnerships, including marriages, who always use those types of barriers for safer sex. So, what is a girlfriend experience? If you just want the brief version, it's slow, nourishing, real, not performative or fake romance. It's co-created intimacy through talk, touch, laughter, and play. It's time to drop in deeply with full access to heart, mind, and body. It can include coaching, kink, conversation, bath time, or a sampler platter of all of the above or anything else you imagine. It's for anyone craving connection, curiosity, and mutual care, and it is not about pretending. It is about taking the time to build a real connection together. So, my definition of a girlfriend experience. It's a little bit like asking, what's a girlfriend? Sets of assumptions may vary person to person, and the actual specifics can look like almost anything, but the term generally indicates a deeper level of emotional investment or connection between two people who have made some sort of commitment to each other. There is a specialness. In the most romantic, idealistic sense, a girlfriend is someone to care about, who cares about you, someone to invest in, to woo, a connection of mutual witnessing and growth. These elements are often part of a GFE. More cynical sounding additions based on my experience as a relationship coach include a girlfriend can be someone to keep secrets from, to get into resentment loops with, someone to have around who may or may not be annoying, who you and or your friends and family judge to be a good, at least for now, life accessory. Unless a role play is happening, these flavors are almost never ingredients of a GFE, and if I encounter those in someone's relationship in their regular life, like in a coaching setting, I've got to ask them some really helpful questions to help them think about some of the choices they're making. And in all of my time gathering data, asking ladies and clients what their understanding of a girlfriend experience is, the most commonly agreed upon themes are extended time and deeper intimacy. For me, a GFE is a slow-paced session that really allows us time to drop in deeply through talk and touch. Usually combinations, sometimes they overlap. If it's me, unless you explicitly ask me for no talking while touching, they're probably going to overlap. Although definitely there are lots of times where I lose my words, so. The extended time offers the fullest access to my heart, mind, and body, and the leisurely pace allows for greater connection. Co-creating higher levels of trust and safety are what allow us to get more profoundly intimate in mutually satisfying ways as we explore each other through hours of nourishing play. It is not faking a connection that isn't there. That is not my specialty. It is taking the time to build a real one. And it is not the terrible, societally unhealthy, probably performative, often empty romance that is modeled for us in rom-coms. It is deep and honest conversations and touch and sharing of ourselves that can happen in the most private moments that are rarely shown on screen. Just like any date, a girlfriend experience is a choose-your-own adventure. The specifics can look like anything. There are way more details below. So I recommend asking questions like, do you want deep, connected conversation in a bubble bath? Multiple rounds? Tantric breathwork? Orgasmic meditation? Prostate exploration? Partner pleasing lessons? A kink scene? Someone you can chat with while you pee? Or my favorite, a sampler platter inspired moment to moment. Just like any partnership that includes a girlfriend experience will be exactly what you make it. Why I love GFEs. A girlfriend experience is mutual nourishment at the highest level. And my luxury lovers are always the nicest, most respectful, and thoughtful humans on this planet. They are true worshipers. They truly, deeply value me. They value the experience. They value their pleasure. They really show up for themselves and for me. And that gives us time to connect and to share whatever thoughts and feelings we wish. And since many people I've got to know are growth oriented and curious, I get to mark the growth of others while also noticing and sharing mine. So for me, girlfriend experiences often mean I am attracting growth partners and we get to learn with and from each other. My clients who love visiting me several times a year often do become my pen pals, and it's exciting to look forward to someone building rapport over repeat visits that offer great amounts of time for catch up and reconnection and fun. It is a safe space that we can return to again and again, a space where we can show up however we are in that moment and we can enjoy existing together on this planet however we decide to do that. So, I am a big fan of non monogamous setups that help all parties involved feel nurtured, satisfied, taken care of, and special. I think it's in either Polysecure or More Than Two, or maybe both. They talk about how lame it is when a pair bonded couple that is non monogamous may treat another partner like a sexual vending machine, or it's like you are used for that, but they don't even put anything in the slot to try to get stuff out. So, a girlfriend experience is a way for everyone to feel luxuriously taken care of. GFE details and variations. The only limits when you visit are your imagination, bank accounts, and the logistical and legal things that govern Sheri's ranch. So please keep in mind all specifics must be discussed in person at the ranch on the day of your party with the lady of your choice. The pieces below are simply inspirations that you can bring into your negotiation chat so that you can easily tell your goddess what kind of experience you're looking for. And by no means is this a comprehensive list. This is simply a list I made up based off of my experiences, and I invite you to bring your own genius into any session you might have. So, first, there's the classic date: flirting, food, and a finale. I always love building tension while sharing a meal, cuddling, mutual massage, and then wherever we want to take it, however many times we want to take it there. While variations might include interrupting dinner for playful reasons, abrupt shifts between sensuality and laughter, a blur of mouths and hands and parts, I'm like a sexy Tasmanian devil, sometimes we're like that together, it's very, very fun. I might sip a sparkling apple cider while you sip whatever it is that you drink. I also often prefer the reverse classic with a dinner as the finale because we've spent some time working up an appetite, and then cuddling and nibbling while revisiting the highlights. That's another favorite. Sometimes we get food right in the middle, so we do, a chunk of time ahead, which is like enough for a round or two. Then the food comes, and then we have a little bit of like decompression playtime 2.0 afterward. Then there's the talking and touching version. Multiple rounds of each or both, possibly simultaneously, as I said before. And if you're listening to this, you probably know by now that I love exchanging information through words, especially talking one on one with another human being, especially when I get to learn about their personal experience moving through this world. I get so excited to learn what you are excited about. And if someone is the shy type, I am endlessly full of questions that stem from real curiosity. So I always check in to make sure that I'm not overloading a shy person, but I have brought many, many people out of their shell simply with curiosity, and then they get the feeling in their body of what it is like to be with a sexy woman that they are attracted to and to feel comfortable speaking. I always offer the option to turn the talking off at any given moment. I even joke that you can just boop my nose off button or just say, "Be quiet, Luna," or like, "I would like to try quiet lunar mode." That's always totally an option. However, it has been known to also shut off automatically when I get a certain level of aroused, as I have mentioned, given the correct mutually delicious circumstances. I can totally be distracted. And that leads to another favorite variation: talking, getting distracted, touching, and repeating over and over again. So, multiple rounds are definitely great for anyone who loves to get to it, especially if they have a short refractory period, and anyone who's into extended edging or finds themselves overstimulated at any point. Going back and forth, playing and pausing, distracting you, or finding different types of play. Like sometimes it's a lot of intense sensation, and then it might just be a lot of teasing. I might tease and talk at the same time. And it really depends. Like we will find our energy in the moment. My favorite thing about a GFE is that we really have time for all of it. Then there's the variation that I call extra wet. This could include a hot tub, a pool, or a bubble bath. I also would not be mad if you brought a slip and slide. We can't do sexy, naughty things out in publicly viewable areas. However, I can imagine a summertime session where there's a slip and slide and it's lots. I feel like someone had a slip and slide at one point, but I don't know if that was party related or ladies having fun related, but I did go on it once and then it was gone the next day. So now I've been craving a slip and slide. Also, if you ever hear of a giant slip and slide in any town, like I know sometimes there are giant slip and slide pop ups. I missed the one in Los Angeles that was in downtown years ago, and I've been sad ever since. And I think I really, as an adult, don't have enough slip and slides in my life personally. So if you need a steamy GFE, or if you want to get squeaky clean before, during, or after a party, I do recommend a bubble bath and a jacuzzi tub in any of the bungalows. And if you are more of an outside type, perhaps we enjoy the pool and or hot tub at the center of the magical oasis that is Sheri's. That could be more the vibe. No, I do not have to wear a top. Yes, we do have to wear bottoms and keep it classy because it is a semi-public view. And then there's always Playland if we want giant locker room style showers to book into private hot tub session where we can be as handsy and as naked as we wish. I would say for me, hot water definitely creates intimacy, even if it's steaming or soaking together before or after. There really is this specialness. Now, I know some people out there who are not, they're so baffling to me, but not everyone is a hot tub type of person. Like, I definitely, one of my favorite lovers from long ago, like we were so in sync. He was one of the first people I met him in South America. He's one of the people that I was like, a stranger. And we talk and we laugh and we touch. And oh my God, I'm coming from 69ing. What? That's possible. I didn't know. I didn't know what I didn't know. And then I found out that he doesn't like hot tubs. And I felt, I was like, oh, and that's also where I realized that we don't have to have everything in common. But hot water definitely increases intimacy. And I do think sessions where we get wet together are always really, really fun. Then there are kink, fetish, and roleplay sessions where we get to make your dreams come true. You know I'm kinky, and in my opinion, kink cannot be rushed. A kinky GFE allows multiple hours and plenty of time for negotiation and co-creation of all varieties. And if you've been listening to this podcast, you know that the iterations of kinkiness are truly endless. And I am endlessly curious and take my time when it comes to exploring, training, and seducing my counterpart. This session offers endless opportunity to play and explore and to discover the kinky parts of our erotic selves together. An extremely fun variation is the double girlfriend experience. Why choose one when you can have more? Extended time can be extra helpful when we have an extra girlfriend. And let me ask you this: have you ever had a long, drawn out, four-handed massage edging session? Have you ever served two mistresses with strap ons simultaneously? Have you ever wanted two ladies to do office, classroom, locker room, and massage parlor fantasy role plays back to back? Book Playland if you want to have all those locations. Or perhaps each of you takes a turn as a watcher for an hour before everyone eats snacks together. It definitely is hot when a lover picks me and a girlfriend and wants to watch us for a little while as warm up. Sometimes it includes them touching themselves. Sometimes they're just the audience and that's the turn on. Sometimes we play and then beckon them over to us because we can't resist. So polyamorous GFE is definitely available and you needn't stop it too. And Gigi and I also have a fantasy of polyamorous wife for a week session. We call each other wives. My wife. Very Borat adjacent. It's like a queer Borat. So we're like, yeah, polyamorous sessions. We're so open to it. Another variation, all night long. So If several consecutive hours leave you wanting even more, an overnight GFE might be the upgrade for you. Depending on the agreement, we may or may not have to sleep. I'll probably have to sleep a little bit if it really is like more than 12 hours. Like I might need a nap. However, this allows for extended talk, hanging out, watching movies, listening to music, soaking in a hot tub together, massage, and falling asleep in each other's arms, sharing our hopes, fears, gratitudes. And in some cases, we might get to do all of that all over again in the morning. So that's kind of the next step of like the ultimate, really extended intimacy. And it leaves so much delicious time and space to gently fondle each other between erotic rounds of play and pleasure. There's so much time for care and nurturing and all of the things that are part of sex, can be part of sex, or part of a full erotic connected experience. And also, sometimes might be too much to cram into an hour, or it feels different when it's like, okay, we'll do 2 minutes of this and 2 minutes of that and 5 minutes of this and 10 minutes of this, and it all adds up. So that is where we really get to go with the flow on an ultimate level. Who is a girlfriend experience for? Couples, virgins, recently or long-time single people. A GFE is for those who value intimacy and enjoy luxury experiences. It is for anyone who loves deep connection, appreciates clarity, and is really into mutual nurturing with company that feels emotionally safe. It can be a deeply healing session. It can be intentional connection to detangle a sticky shame that we didn't ask for but got stuck with. It can be practicing self love by taking time out of a busy work schedule to allow yourself to replenish with the help of another person. Perhaps there's a desire for deep, intimate, regular connection and a preference for contained experience, something to anticipate, to look forward to reward oneself with every so often. It is for someone who's not yet ready for the full commitment and investment in a new life partner, but who wants to have an ongoing relationship of mutual care, learning, growth, and witnessing. And it's for those who enjoy providing for their partner, no matter how long or short their connection is. It can be an intimate coaching session with a supportive partner, rebuilding confidence in the wake of a difficult time, or practicing new skills together. It can be a session of shared curiosity and exploration at the edges of our horizons. It can be a time of intention setting, where everything we do together serves as a touchstone for safe, satisfying connection in your life. I've had people come in and I am the touchstone of what is possible for them. I'm the touchstone of what healthy, comfortable, safe connection feels like. For me, it's never about creating faux romanticism. And since I am a full on adult woman, I like to silently rename GFE in my head every time to good friend experience. You know, when you have a really great half or all day friend hang? That energy, that vibe, the like pure delight, the joy of being a human that's alive on this planet, that is what makes a GFE awesome. We get to have that energy, we extend it into intimacy wherever it naturally flows, and we follow the fun together. We get to enjoy being ourselves together, to enjoy the present moment in life to the very fullest, and to co create an experience where we both leave feeling supremely glad to be alive on this planet, ready for whatever comes next. So, let me know if you have any questions about GFEs that I did not answer here, or to share any girl-friendly or good-friendly fantasies, or to date me virtually. Find me on OnlyFans. And remember, you can always read the written version of this episode or any of my other How to Brothel guides on my website at lunarabi.com/FAQ. And I love hearing from you. So please do reach out with any reflections, questions, and resulting experiences. And remember to follow your hearts and follow your parts, and always share sex